Hey guys, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. Thank you so much for dropping in today. Okay, 5 minutes or less. We're going to talk about public domain and copyright. This is a series I call Who Knew, okay? And it's just where we talk about different junk journal related terms or tools or phrases that we kind of throw around and some of us may not be very familiar with. Now, when we talk about public domain and copyright, in junk journaling, we're typically talking about those things because if you sell journals that you make or ephemera that you make, you have to be careful when it comes to items that you're using if they're copyrighted. Okay, so basically, in the nutshell, now again, this is 5 minutes or less, so I'm not going to be able to touch on every single thing. But public domain refers to any creative work that are not protected by copyright law, either because that copyright has expired or they were never eligible for copyright. You know, nobody ever applied for the copyright. Or the creator just intentionally waived their rights. Sometimes that does happen, right? The works that are in the public domain can be accessed and utilized at your discretion. There's no need to ask permission, or you don't have to pay royalties or anything like that. So that's what public domain is. Now, copyright is a term that means that whatever the intellectual property or the physical property is, it is legally protected. It is original works, like it can go for books or music or films, but it is giving that owner the exclusive right to use and distribute their licensed body of work. Okay? Now, typically, again, this is not going to cover everything, but typically, copyright will last for the creator's lifetime plus another set number of years. So let's say a creator lives to be 65 or 75 or whatever it is. That copyright on their music or book or whatever it is going to then last another 70 years. Now, that's just a general rule of thumb. There are some copyrights that are written specifically that are longer than that. Okay? I'm just, again, generally. All right? Now, in the United States, I want to stress this. In the United States, published works that were published before January 1st, 1923 are in the public domain. They can be used. Okay? Now, there are some, and I'm just going to use this as an example, because the reason that I'm bringing this to the forefront, let me just give credit where credit's due. My friend Hazel talked about copyright in one of her recent videos, and I will upload that video for you to go check out. Hazel is extremely knowledgeable, but that is the reason that I'm bringing this up. January 1st, 1923, right? That's the cutoff date. But a lot of us here know the magazine Daphne's Diary. Well, Daphne's Diary has a copyright that specifically says you cannot use any of the images or articles or anything in that magazine. It is all protected by copyright. And so you have to be very careful about what you're out there selling in your junk journals for that very reason, right? You do your homework, make sure, because there are a lot of a lot of makers and creators out there who do like digitals. For example, when we go on Etsy and we download digitals, there's going to be some written language for those specific digitals most of the time that will say you can use the digital images for resale. Some of them say that you can't. So just be mindful of that and be on the lookout for that. So anyway, I've gone over my 5 minutes again. Please forgive me. I'm having a ball doing this series. And listen, if there's anything that you want to know more about, please drop it in the comments and I'll do my research and we'll get it back out to you. Thanks again, guys, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And I hope that whatever it is you get to do today or in the next few days, it is at least as much fun as I'm having sharing this information with you all. Thanks, and we'll chat soon. Bye.